So this is a node, this is anti-node. Here we have node, okay. And length of the rope, length of this wire is, let's say that is L, okay. So your length will be equal to lambda divided by 2. So your lambda will be equal to 2L, and frequency will be equal to V is equal to F lambda. So F will be equal to V divided by 2L. So this frequency is known as the fundamental frequency.
So it's the frequency of one half a wavelength. It's the frequency of half a wavelength.
Yeah, it's the frequency of half the wavelength. And normally on guitar, okay, when you pluck the string, then that's give you the fundamental frequency. And mostly in song, we hear the fundamental frequency, okay. But then we change the frequency, okay, by putting the second hand, by making the notes, okay. Like we are taking guitar like this. So on this note, we are making some notes, okay, at some specific points, okay. Actually, there are, this is the guitar. So here we have some specific points like this. So here we are placing our second hand fingers and making notes, okay. Then that notes will give us other frequencies, and the other frequency, that other frequency is known as the harmonics. Or you can say that multiple notes give me fundamental frequency, give us the multiple of frequency, which is known as harmonic frequency.
Yeah.
And during song, you hear different tones, okay, and those different tones have can be produced by making other notes, okay, and that tone have a harmonic frequency.
Wait, so this is out of topic. You know, for the wave, the standing wave. You said it will be like this, right? And then we draw the other one. It should be like that. So this will form destructive interference. Am I right?
No.
This will form destructive interference because the resultant force will be 0. Oh my gosh.
In destructive interference, the particle remains stationary. So is the particle remain stationary in this case?
No, this will form destructive interference. It will form.
Destructive interference will occur if your wave is moving like this, and you put another wave in the same direction like this. Then this particle will cancel the effect of this particle, so you will get this zero amplitude wave. But in this case, we have amplitude.
So why is it not cancelling out? Why is it not going like this?
Actually, it is same like in graph. Okay, if you move in this direction, okay, then and if you apply force on this direction and second force in this direction, then this particle will remain stationary like this. If this is moving like this and this is moving like this, then this particle will remain stationary. But if you apply force in this direction, and here there is another particle, and you apply force in this direction, so this particle will move here, and this particle will move up.
Yeah.
So the direction is opposite, so you will get maximum amplitude.
Yeah.
So similarly, in this way, one wave is moving like this, second wave is moving in the opposite direction like this. So you got maximum. Yeah, so you get stationary wave. Stationary means the particles are not moving. In this wave, the particles are moving. Okay, in this case, the particles are not moving. They are stationary and vibrating like this. That's why it is called stationary. That's why stationary wave are there is a huge difference between stationary wave and progressive wave. Progressive wave give you zero amplitude, but stationary wave will not give you zero amplitude. And maybe in exam, this question comes that what is the difference between stationary wave and progressive wave?
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, in stationary wave, all the particles will vibrate. This particle will vibrate, this particle will vibrate, and the frequency of this particle will remain same as the frequency of this particle. Because this is the condition of the stationary wave, that the frequency of both waves should be same. Okay, so this frequency of this particle and this particle should remain same.
Okay, fine.
Okay, and the amplitude varies from node to antinode and antinode to node. Okay, the amplitude get decrease, then here amplitude 0, then increase, then decrease. So amplitude vary. But in a progressive wave, the amplitude remains same. Okay, so in stationary wave, this is particle 1 and this is particle 2, this is particle 3. So particle 1 will remain stationary and will vibrate, and this the amplitude of particle 1 will be different from the amplitude of particle 2, and amplitude of particle 2 will be different from the amplitude of particle 3 in stationary wave. Got it?
Yeah.
In progressive wave, the amplitude will remain same for all particles. One particle will move and will cover this amplitude, then this amplitude will get decreased. Second particle after this particle will also cover this.
Yeah, every particle will experience all amplitudes, but in stationary wave, all particles will experience fixed amplitude.
And what is the phase difference in stationary wave?
Phase difference is pi.
And in this case,
Pi.
you will cover 2 pi dy lambda using this formula. You will calculate in progressive wave. Okay, so this is the difference between stationary wave and progressive wave.
Okay.
Okay, during song, you get different sounds.
Wait, I don't understand what you said 2 pi d over lambda. I don't get that. What's the difference between? What are you trying to say?
Actually, this is the part difference.
Okay. What about in stationary wave? Its phase difference is pi.
Yeah, pi or m pi.
Okay, fine.
Okay, in song, you get different sounds. Okay.
Yeah, I know. By producing different nodes, I know.
Yeah, by producing different note, and there is one sound that you mostly hear in song. And that one song have frequency that is fundamental frequency.
Oh.
Okay, so if you have how you will okay, if you have multiple nodes like this, then that will be lambda, that will be your L, and your frequency F2 will be equal to V divided by L. So this is your second harmonic. That was fundamental frequency was your first harmonic. This is your second harmonic, and you can say this is your first overtone. Okay, if you have wave like this, then the length will be equal to
1.5 lambda.
1 pi by lambda.
3 pi by 3 lambda by 2.
3 lambda divided by 2. So
which is
yes.
5 over 2 pi. I changed my mind. I don't like waves.
Okay. Actually, your fundamental frequency was F1 is equal to.
Oh yeah, root of t over.
Lambda divided by 2. No. V divided by 2L.
Oh.
Yes, V divided by 2L.
Okay.
And in this case, that is lambda is equal to length. V is equal to first harmonic, second harmonic. This will be your third harmonic. So you can say that if my L will be equal to n lambda divided by 2, where n is your what?
Frequency, like for first, second, third. Like.
Yes. You can say that this is your frequency. So for first frequency, that should be lambda divided by 2. Second frequency, that should be lambda. Third frequency, that should be 3 lambda divided by 2. Or you can find this using the such like curve. Okay.
Well, that's hard to remember. So F1 is lambda over 2. Wait, F2 is lambda and F3 is lambda over 2.
Yes. If you see over here.
Oh, okay, I get it.